The thing is, there's something in your mind. There's a simple line of code in your brain that says, I don't have the time, or, I'm none of my family is in shape. I can't be in shape. The line today with the lady I met with today was, I'm not an emotional person.
It's tough. The first quarter of the year is just brutal for us. So with that being said, I know that I can't cut back work as much as I'd like to right now, but I feel like I can, maybe counteract it with doing the right thing as far as making better choices what I eat and just being active again.
Yeah. Also, something I would encourage you to think about too is like you think about people that have are in a position like yours where I have lots of things to take care of, and you might even experience the fact that if I take an hour to work out or to meditate or something like that, it kind of helps to reset your operating system in your mind, and you can actually be more efficient at your job.
I do see what you're saying. I do need to alleviate some of the stress in my life.
100%.
And I think that the root cause, and you can probably tell me if I'm wrong or right, I think the root cause of every single bit of it is me not feeling energetic and healthy. And I think that it's caused me to be more of a procrastinator than I'm used to. And I think that that's what kind of flipped the switch of I've got to do something.
100%. Yep. It's you're not taking care of you. You don't spend time taking care of yourself like you should. So then you're feeling stressed and busy, and then there's anxiety and there's frustration and there's overeating, and now I'm gaining weight and I'm still stressed, and then now my pants fit tighter and I'm still overworked and I'm overwhelmed. Yep. People are not overweight and out of shape because they eat too many carbs and they don't work out enough. No, that's easy. That's a strategy. It's easy to have a strategy of eat less and train more. That doesn't take a scientist to do that. It's because there's past difficulties, there's current stresses. We don't emotional intelligence isn't always there. You're not able to go into the gym and give it your best if you're afraid to give your best and fail because someone else made you feel like a failure or told you you're not, you're a piece of shit or you're not worth anything, and you're afraid if you go out there and try and it doesn't work, then you prove what they said about you. And most importantly, you got to realize that what people have said about you in the past have nothing to do with you, because that's the worst thing is, like, we think that we're not good enough, or we're ugly, or we're not the coolest, or whatever, and we're afraid we're gonna go out there and give it our best in the gym, and someone else is gonna look at us weird. It's like, whenever people look at you, whatever belief you have about yourself will come up. Like, if I think I'm the coolest dude in the whole wide world ever, and I walk into a store and people look at me, I'm like, yeah, they're looking at me because I'm the coolest guy ever, But if I think I'm like a piece of crap and not worth any time and attention, when I walk in a store and they look at me, I'm like, they're looking at me because they know I'm weird.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, the change is more, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the change is more of a sitting and beginning to clear the body and the mind and the soul of these harmful attachments we have to things about ourselves that are just not true, because we're afraid them to be true. So we hold on to things like I'm ugly, I'm not worth it. We hold on to these things and we try to disprove them, instead of just allowing them to just float away like the thoughts that they are.
Yeah. I appreciate the honesty with that. So I will see you tonight at 8 o'clock.
Boom. And I'll have our front desk staff shoot you a text with a reminder.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Braxton.
Ashley, talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye. Oh, come on, man. You want any Waffle House?
Do I want to?
Yeah. You want something hungry? I'm calling them, I know that.
Thank you for calling Waffle House. This is Cindy. How may I help you?
Hey, Cindy, it's Braxton. How are you?
I'm sorry?
This is Braxton. I'm going to call get some eggs.
Oh, it's Braxton? Okay. 5 scrambled with 1 piece of cheese, dry toast, and a scrambled well with a side of bacon, and a Texas bacon, egg, and cheese melt by itself.
Yep.
All righty, we'll have it ready for you.
Cool. See you in a minute.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, we're headed to Tate & Lyle. We're headed to the Splendid Manufacturer plant up in McIntosh, Alabama, to do some boot camps for them. We'll be doing corporate wellness, which is super, super cool. So getting a chance to help different, companies and stuff with helping them have a healthier employee base, more productivity, and more riskiness from people cutting into my daggone lane in the rain and the interstate. So it's been a lot of fun though. We've been doing it for about probably 4 months or so at this point, and it's been an awesome way to be able to expand on just like our services. We do personal training, we do group classes at the gym, but now we're going to do it for people that aren't even at the gym, that have never even been to the gym. So it's exciting.
My rig cost a quarter, this on the water. Honeycomb came with Arabia dye. Her jello be dripping Arabia style.
Oh yeah, we got caught in the rain walking back from Starbucks. And I did not think we were this soaking, this wet. I didn't think we were this wet walking in the car, but I sure am. Not a duck. Not a duck. Man, I cracked myself up. Alright, I'm back to jamming. Week number probably 12. I really look forward to next year because I think that I've actually been thinking a lot on like, what are we doing with this? Not like what's the point of this? Obviously we're helping people out, but it takes time and effort to come over and do this. I'm thinking, what are the ways that we can help more people, put more time and attention to this? That's a consideration I have with doing all this, with the business stuff. It's like you're always having to think about what's the proper allocation of your time. This is turning out to be something that I think is really worthwhile, and hopefully we'll be able to do for more people in the future, more companies. The guest badge does not work right here, so we have to wait. It isn't working. So we're here waiting.
One eternity later.
Yes, sir.
Pajama Monday. I didn't know. I
didn't
get the memo.
I get pajama pant comments on these all day long. I swear. Go ahead, boss. Gotta get Drake playing first, and then this thing's gonna really go down.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Which makes us a 30-minute workout. 45 seconds to each station, 15 seconds to swap. Does this format make it easy for you to follow each workout? Yeah, cool. What we're doing is we get 6 different movements. This makes it easy for you to do a workout. One thing I hate hearing from people is, oh, I would have worked out on vacation, but I didn't have anything. Okay? Set up a couple exercises you can do with your body weight and go through some rounds. All right, just like we're doing now. We literally have 2 out of 6 stations have weights, and that's just kind of mix it up, you know, for lack of a better word. So we can do this with 6 different body weight exercises if we wanted to. People just don't like burpees and mountain climbers, so we're not going to do it, okay? So, 6, let's go. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds to swap on each station. Oh boy. You made it though. Second round, baby. Oh no. Second round, baby. That's better. That's good for the deer stand, man. Man. Nice work, man. Woo. First class done, we got 2. So, 1 more to do. with them. Now back to the gym. All right, so heading back to the gym now, and I'm gonna do some first workouts with a couple people, which is always good. One of the cool things as I've been more aggressive in my teaching with our trainers and our clients, drawing the distinction between strategy and story. That's something that's so important that we don't focus on as much as we should have in the gym. We're really doing a better job on it. The fact that we're good with stories. We're really good with people understanding, learning why they haven't been able to accomplish something in the years prior. You know, a good example would be our first workout today with a lady, and we spend the whole time she's there just talking for an hour on, you know, hey, I'm glad you're motivated to work out and lose weight. That's great. But the number one question is, why haven't you been able to do this before now? And people will always resort back to either their lack of motivation or, oh, I didn't have, you know, I just had this or whatever. You know, I'm ready to get after it this time. Which is like, that's great, hoorah, but that's not like a lasting change. And the example I gave was like, I told the lady, I was like, if I was gonna go date a girl and she just got out of a relationship that she cheated on a guy, you would tell me, hey, be careful, because once a cheater, always a cheater, right? The best way to indicate future performance is past performance. So if you're trying to lose weight, you have to stop and don't think just about the strategy you're trying to implement, lower carb, higher protein, more fat, or more whatever. You gotta think about, what is the thing, the narrative in my head that's kept me here from achieving my goal? And that is the hardest thing for people to do. That's why people are not successful with weight loss. I'm learning this more and more every single day. It's not because people don't know how to eat healthy. You know very well how to eat healthy and how to work out. It's not hard. The thing is, there's something in your mind. There's a simple line of code in your brain that says, I don't have the time, or, you know, none of my family is in shape. I can't be in shape. The line today with the lady I met with today was, I'm not an emotional person. Believe it or not, I'm not an emotional person is the thing that has caused my friend that I met today for her first workout not be able to lose 100 pounds over the last couple years of her attempts. Why? Because I'm depressed, I'm unmotivated. These are the top layer things. Why are you not motivated? I don't know, I just don't feel like getting out of bed and doing stuff, right? Why do you not feel excited about things of life? Well, because I'm just kind of sad. I'm feeling kind of depressed. Why are you depressed? Backtrack, past relationship, bad difficulties, past relationship. The best way to deal with that for her, as she was raised, was to pick yourself up, keep going, don't deal with it. Well, you don't deal with things, so you stay up all night watching TV, then you sleep over the next morning, then you're tired, then you don't go out with friends, then you don't have relationships, so you stay at home eating food and watching TV. The thing she hadn't done was stop, feel the pain of the relationship, feel the fact that it had gone, let herself feel through that emotion, and then return back to life. She hadn't done that, and it had been 10 years. There is more of a connection with people with lack of ability to make a change in their health. More of a connection with past relationships being difficult, current relationships being difficult. I mean, difficult is in a sense of unhealthy, abusive, whatever. Or people telling you, and people being abusive, not just physically, but also verbally. Or being raised in a certain way that people are told don't be emotional when they're very emotional people. There's more relationship between those and unnecessary stress. Talk about that another day. Much more of a correlation between those two than the fact of I don't know how to eat healthy or work out. Get out of here!